Devotion Ministries.
You need devotion. You need devotion.
Please allow me to share with you the mind of a few authors. One writes that the only ones to ever know peace are those who died at war. Another writes that two armies that fight one another is like one family that commits suicide. Last but not least, an author writes that the truest form of the art of war is to win over your opponent without a fight. The Bible says in 2 Corinthians, the 10th chapter, in the 4th verse, that our weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but they're mighty through God for the pulling down of strongholds. Can I tell you something today? We are at war. In fact, the enemy has already exposed his mission statement. It is his desire to kill, to steal, and to destroy. He wants to steal, watch this, you from you. He wants to take away your ability to smile, to have joy, to have peace, to have love. He wants to kill, watch this, the relationship that you have with God. That's why when Adam ate of the fruit, and the Bible said that he would surely die, what died? His relationship. But what does it mean destroyed? It is in his mind that not only can he take from us or take us from God, but to destroy us, he thinks that he can take God from us. But the Bible reminds us that the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. The Bible says warfare, which brings me to my first point. It is impossible to live this life without obscurity. Yeah, that's right. You're going to have to fight to stay alive. You're going to have to pray your way through some things. You're going to have to cry sometimes. You're going to have to know what it feels like to have some bad days. But thanks be to God, one thing I found out about trouble is that it doesn't last always. Which brings me to my second point. Not only are we going through obscurity, but the weapons are carnal, which means we need to possess maturity. Our weapons are not immature. They're not natural. You can't depend on giving people a piece of your mind. You can't cuss everybody out like you used to. You can't go to your vices and smoke and drink because you had a bad day. Sex just because it makes you feel better temporarily. The weapons are not carnal. It doesn't matter how many people have guns. It doesn't matter how many people use knives. The weapons are not carnal, but what are they? They're mighty through God for the pull of stronghold, because it's not just the obscurity and it's not just the maturity, but just like this tank, when you use God's weapons, it's security. It's security because the safest place is to be in God's weapon. God's weapon knows how to give you peace in the middle of a problem. God's weapon knows how to give you a smile in the midst of a horrible situation. God's weapons know how to protect you from the wiles of the wicked. We are at war. Choose your weapon.